Good morning, everyone. My name is Pete Guinoso. I'm from Blue Harmony. We're happy to be here supporting the Blue Ocean Dome and bringing in some wisdom from our elders. And today I'm really happy to share that Dr. Sid Thurston is here. It's my great honor to introduce him. He's a remarkable speaker. He's dedicated his career to both ocean advocacy and the burgeoning blue economy. And Sid was a leading expert at NOAA before retiring and a prominent figure in EarthX, where he worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between ecological sustainability and economic opportunity within the blue economy. As an ocean advocate, researcher, and thought leader, Sid's work has had a profound impact on advancing both ocean conservation and sustainable economic practices. Today, Sid will be presenting his talk titled, A Brave New Ocean to Power the Global Blue Economy. Sid's extensive experience from his work with NOAA to his leadership at EarthX placed him in a unique position to share invaluable insights on how we can move forward both ecologically and economically in this face of global challenges. And without further ado, please join me in welcoming Sid Thurston at the stage as he takes on his journey through the blue economy. Thank you, Sid.
Thank you very much, Pete. Minasama, ohayo gozaimasu. EarthX no Thurston de gozaimasu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Sid Thurston from EarthX, where I'm the Global Science and Technology Director. It's a privilege to be here. I want to thank Soraya-san. I want to thank Pete for this amazing Blue Ocean Dome. And I want to thank you all for coming this morning to learn more about what science is telling us about climate change, what science is telling us about how climate change is impacting our precious blue planet, and how science is providing solutions. But before we do the science, I think we need to embrace the ocean in our heart. That's where it all starts. You don't protect something unless you love it. Think of your children, think of your family, think of your spouse. You need to embrace that dimension first.
And good morning, everybody. I'd like to invite you to give a warm welcome to Dr. Behera, a leading expert in ocean science and climate action, whose work at the intersection of technology and environmental preservation is shaping the future of our planet. Dr. Behera is well known for his groundbreaking work in climate and ocean science, using cutting-edge technologies like digital twins and artificial intelligence to transform the way we understand, predict, and respond to climate extremes. As the world faces more frequent and intense climate events such as floods, droughts, heat waves, and wildfires, Dr. Behera is at the forefront of harnessing advanced modeling systems to improve our ability to tackle these challenges head-on. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Swedeen Behera as he shares his vision of how we can build a more resilient, sustainable future through the power of digital technology and climate action. Thank you, Dr. Behera. Yeah, you're welcome.
Maybe I'll stand here closer to you. Thank you, Peterson, for your nice, kind introduction. I thank Mr. Saraya and you for this nice opportunity. It's an honor and pleasure to be here. As we hear in Dr. Thurston's presentation, he made a presentation about what we have now, what we are heading into, and what kind of observations we have to monitor what is happening now. So I will do the next part. We have the observations, we know what is happening. How do we know what will happen in the future? Especially, we know that many extreme events are happening now. You can see that very recently we have this flood in Texas. 100 people, more than 100 people died, many are missing. We know that similar floods already occurred in Spain, in China, and also in Siberia a few days ago. It was heavy rain, and suddenly the JR station in Siberia got flooded. And that can happen to any part of the world, any cities in the world. And we believe these kind of extremes are increasing in numbers and also getting more intense.
You heard our presentations, and now we're going to unpack a little bit more detail of what we presented briefly earlier this morning. So my first question, Swadheen, is how important is the ocean to our lives? Let's unpack this a little bit more. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thurston. Thank you, Dr. Thurston, and it's a pleasure to be in this Oceanside chat. As we know, the oceans play a very important role in our life. A few minutes ago, I just showed you how oceans are important for the ocean atmosphere coupling the coupled phenomena, and they are linked to extreme events. Ocean also is kind of provider of our food and livelihood. In 2022, we reached a peak of 223 million tons of fishery captures, and 70% of that was from Asia. So we are the largest producer, or also we are the largest consumer. And that's why the ocean is very important for us, not only for the food, but also for the livelihoods for many people. And as you can see in this diagram, we have 9% from Europe, 9% from Caribbean, 7% from Africa, 3% from Northern America, and 1% from Oceania, the fish capture we are having from these regions. And the consumption could be much higher in some of the regions compared to their production. So that sense, it's very important for the global economy to have a healthy ocean with healthy return with this kind of good fish catch. And also an estimated 50 to 80% of the oxygen produced by the ocean. So the oxygen we are having, one day I was reading a news in which they said the Amazon forests are dying and maybe getting destroyed. And at some point, we don't have the Amazon forest, and that will cause like 20% reduction in oxygen. So many people will die because of the reduction of the oxygen. So you can see that 50 to 80% of oxygen are coming from the ocean. So in that sense, ocean is very important for us. And then not only ocean supports livelihood and the food through the marine products, but also because of the rainfall that we get, most of that is coming from the ocean as moisture, water vapor. So the water vapor coming from the ocean produces the rainfall over land, and that helps us in agriculture and farming. And 1.5 billion people are dependent on those rain-fed farming. So rain is coming from the ocean, and the farming is because of the oceans, and 1.5 billion people are dependent on that. For example, if there is a problem in monsoon, many parts of India will suffer from drought. There is a problem in the rainfall over Australia. The wheat production will be reduced, and that will not affect only Australia, but global, all over the globe. So we know that this kind of interaction between ocean and atmosphere leading to the rainfall is helping us in our agriculture, and we need them to be stable. If they are not stable, we'll have problem in the future. The oceans also regulate the CO2. Dr. Thurston, you saw that because of the CO2 fluxes into the ocean, the acidity is rising and the pH balance is destroyed, and that is going to affect the coral reefs, the carbon cells of many shellfish. And that is a big issue, because about 25% of the excess CO2 we produce is actually absorbed by the ocean.
Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Pete Quinoso. You'll see my name up on that little screen over there. I am the co-founder and the executive director of Blue Harmony. We are the ones in collaboration with a lot of amazing people, Motion Studios. Mary was there to support us, Ocean Voyage Institute, Ziri, that created the Waves of Change quiz loop that's going through this screen. And I am here to talk to you today about how we can become the change that we want to see in the world. If you've been inspired by what you've seen about ocean health, or even if you've been overwhelmed by what you've seen as well, overwhelming or inspiration are both pathways to action, to making change. So I'm really happy to have you here with you today. If you've been paying attention to what's going on with what you saw in Dome B and what you've been seeing here in Dome C, you know that the oceans are facing unprecedented challenges, from plastic pollution to climate change, and yet each one of us has the power to make a difference. By starting with small actions in our communities, we can create ripples of change that lead to healthier oceans. And today we'll explore how you can play your part. This is one of our mottos. My motto in general is an ethos that I'm hoping we teach our daughter Quinn, who's up here in the front here with my wife Stephanie. If you see something that needs to be done and you think somebody should take care of it, just remember, you're somebody. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pete Quinoso. I'm with Blue Harmony, and I'm excited to be here with you today at the Blue Ocean Dome to introduce to you Mary Crowley. And Mary is the founder and the executive director of Ocean Voyage Institute. And she is a trailblazer in the fight to protect and restore our oceans from the devastating impact of plastic pollution. Mary's passion for the ocean has driven her to take bold, hands-on action in the vast waters of the North Pacific Gyre, where she and her team have voyaged to witness firsthand the staggering accumulation of plastic pollution that threatens marine life and ecosystems. Ocean Voyages Institute is at the forefront of ocean cleanup efforts, working tirelessly to remove plastic from the most polluted regions of our oceans. And her talk will shed light on the importance of global collaboration in cleaning up the ocean and the hopeful future we can create by working together to protect the very waters that sustain on our Earth. Please join me in welcoming Mary Crowley, whose dedication and vision are inspiring a global movement to restore and protect our oceans for generations to come. Welcome, Mary.
Well, it is indeed my honor to be here in Osaka and at the Blue Dome. I'm so impressed by the beauty of the Blue Dome and all the good things going on within it, the quiz loop and the wonderful speakers, and a sense that we all care about our ocean. And I, at first, started using ocean cleanup as what I was doing, but really being guided by a lot of journalists telling me that they found the way we were cleaning the ocean was really the way to do it, because we were caring about restoring the ocean, not having any bycatch of fish or not removing plankton. We were really caring about making sure the work we were doing, removing the toxic plastics, was being done in a way that was healthy for the ocean. So now I always combine restoration with cleanup. And it's wonderful to be here and be able to share. There was a young photographer that came with us that did a lot of these shots showing the ocean and then showing the ship behind. And it's really interesting, so you can see the accumulation that's out there in the middle, and we've been aiming to clean up ghost nets, derelict fishing gear. Okay, so we are aiming for the ghost nets, and they catch a lot of consumer plastics. And so we're getting a good variety of both. I was lucky enough to begin sailing with my family when I was about 4 years old, and this is a shot when I'm probably 12 years old, but sailing, both my dad and my mother enjoyed sailing, and my brother's a good sailor, so. And I really feel that the time I've spent on the ocean has formed a lot of the person I am, that hours and days and weeks and months on the ocean have taught me a lot, the importance of preserving it. I think I skipped something, but that's... massive amounts of plastic are entering our ocean each day, and that's something we can all contribute to changing and being aware of. Globally, when I started this work in 2009, we were making in the world around 300 million tons yearly of plastic, and unfortunately the dial has been going up about our plastics, and there are so many materials like bamboo and other things that can be used. We shouldn't really be having any throwaway plastics that go in and harm nature. Recent studies show that about 9% of global plastic waste is recycled. And, you know, we should be up to 80% of it or 90% of it. So we have a long way to go, because the plastic waste can create energy, it can create fuel, it can be used to build roads as bases that last longer and absorb more heat. And there's young and people of all ages that are innovators around the world coming up with good things to do with plastic, and we should be embracing them. And the ocean is now really considered the world's largest plastic dump, and that is a terrible thing for our beautiful ocean. Microplastics entering our food chain cause immune problems, neurological problems, reproductive disorders, and illness for human beings, and they cause a lot of illness and death for birds and sea creatures. Their stomachs get full and they can't digest the plastics and they starve to death. Marine plastic kills millions of seabirds, marine mammals, fish, sea turtles, and other marine life every year. Our ocean will have more plastic than fish in weight by 2050 unless we change our ways. And that's a statistic that first came out at the United Nations. And I'm very committed to making sure that doesn't happen. And I invite all of you to join me, because we certainly want to keep our ocean as a habitat for ocean life, not plastic. We are lucky. We've been using a sailing cargo ship, quite an old vessel, but it was originally designed with a cargo hold of about 200 tons. And it is ideal to use wind power rather than engines. And wind power is very effective getting us out to the gyre, and we can set a small amount of sail and be able, going slow helps us see more debris and therefore more effectively remove it. And so everybody around the world has acknowledged that what we're doing is working. We've set records in certain areas, and we want to create a fleet of vessels, which I'll talk about later. So we're addressing this all on the right level. So throughout, you'll hear me inviting you to join us and be an ocean hero, because it's a big problem, but it is so much fun to be part of the solution.
Mary, I told them, because plastic pollution is poisoning the ocean, maybe carbon dioxide poisoning the air, and there are humankind, and there are people who gain wealthiness from the earth, globe, minerals or food or everything originally come from the earth. But they are poisoning, especially those rich people who get money out of these resources, seems not very much interested in joining and get into the problem. Do you think, is there any other way, or how do you think that how they can get in to because there are so many wealthy people, especially in the United States, wealthiness and maybe poor people, there's a big divide. So do you have any opinion? Is it a little bit too much for you to answer?
Hello? Yes, well, I wish I had great answers to your question, but I do think that as people get more educated and they believe in the solutions, that I think more funding will come. I see that already. Some of our funders are swimmers, some of them are kayakers, but lots of people putting in small amounts of money can make a difference. And we have some wealthier funders, and sometimes their friends decide what they're doing is interesting and join them. So I think it's more and more exposure, more teaching, more showing that we can restore our ocean, and educating people, which has been happening here all day. And by the way, again, great thanks for your vision in creating these wonderful domes, and great thanks to Blue Harmony in knowing you for so many years and partnering and involving all of us in this, because you're the ones I was thinking, when I'm so used to pointing out our kind of scientific collaborators, and I didn't mention the most important people being yourself and Zeri and Blue Harmony, who I think are going to move forward with Ocean Voyages Institute, with all of us doing important things together. And your vision of these domes and your creation of them are just such a positive and important action.
And while you're all here, I wanted to take this opportunity to present an award to Mary. I wrote things down because just saying that she's a badass woman that is fierce and amazing would not go too far. So Mary, it's an honor and privilege to stand before you today to celebrate a remarkable individual whose dedication and passion have profoundly impacted our ocean and our planet. Mary, as you've heard, is the co-founder and executive director of Ocean Voyages Institute. It was established in 1979 with the mission to preserve the maritime environment and promote ocean conservation. Mary has spearheaded numerous initiatives aimed at combating ocean pollution, particularly focusing on the removal of plastic debris from our oceans. Mary's commitment to the ocean conservation extends beyond cleanup efforts. She has been instrumental in developing innovative technologies, which you heard her talk about, that help track ghost nets. And these ghost nets pose a significant threat to our marine life. Additionally, she has advocated for sustainable practices and policies to prevent further pollution and protect marine ecosystem. Her work has not gone unnoticed. Mary's been recognized many times as a champion for the oceans, earning accolades for her tireless efforts to address one of the most pressing environmental challenges of our lifetime. Today, as we present Mary with the Blue Harmony Waves of Change Lifetime Achievement Award, we acknowledge not only her significant contributions to ocean conservation, but also her unwavering commitment to making a positive impact on the world. Mary, your dedication, leadership, and passion inspire us all. You have shown us that one individual can indeed make a difference, and your work continues to inspire future generations to take action and protection for our oceans. On behalf of Blue Harmony, as well as Ziri and Yusuke Saraya, I am honored to present you with this award as a token of our deep appreciation for your exceptional contributions to ocean conservation. Hillard?
Together with me, huh?
Yeah. So Hillard is one of the co-founders of Blue Harmony, and he's a dear friend for Mr. Saraya. And he and I created this award. I was going to give this to you, but I'm afraid you might drop it. Here you go. Hey, it's heavy, I know. I kept the box so she can travel around with it as well. Nicole or Michael, you might need to actually have you carry this instead of Mary. Yeah. So thank you everyone so much. A little round of applause for Mary, Waves of Change Achievement Award. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes, thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you so much for this award, which is a big surprise and a big honor. So thank you so much. That is beautiful.